Welcome to A Victim Bites Back, the week that the Oscar nominations are put out. For me, the best film of last year was One Battle After Another. I'm having my lunch with the Bean and we're discussing the best films and the best actors. For me, the best actor probably was Timothée Chalamet in Marty Supreme. Other films that I recommend and TV shows, there are two standouts. The Voice of Hind, which I call it, which is a Tunisian film, has also been nominated as the best international film. I think it's going to win by a mile. I think it should also have been nominated for best film, actually. It is incredible. With the audio of the little 6-year-old girl who was terrified by what was happening to her in Gaza. You have to see that movie. It is so well made and so well acted. The other thoroughly 100% recommended show is Waiting for the Out, starring Josh someone or other, who is absolutely superb in it. It's another great TV series. It's 6 parts. And it's on the BBC, available on iPlayer, and is absolutely marvellous. Very subtle, very played down. Yes, it might mean more to people who, like me, have been inside prison and know the realities of it, but it's more than that. It's a film about human beings, and it is absolutely brilliant. I thoroughly recommend it, Waiting for the Out. And of course, it's been the past couple of weeks devoted to Donald Trump, who I'm really beginning to be amused by. I respect him. I don't like him. I don't think I'd like him in person. And I don't like most of his policies, particularly his immigration ones and so on. But I am full of admiration at the way he not only takes on the media, but completely manipulates and uses the media. All that stupidity about Greenland, it was going nowhere. He's accomplished exactly what he wanted to accomplish. Likewise, when he slagged off NATO in Afghanistan, it's got huge publicity and accomplished exactly what he wants to do, which is get publicity for his peace initiative, which I think actually is a wank anyway, but even so, it's better than nothing. So I'm really starting to have a lot of time for Donald Trump. What has to be remembered is the media exaggerates everything. When the media says huge aggravation about Donald Trump's comments on Greenland, they're not actually huge aggravations. They're huge exaggerations by the media to turn a tiny, trivial, unimportant little comment or two into a major story, which it really isn't. Well, who cares about that? What I care about is it deflects attention from the many much more serious problems in our world today. Talking about the media, we've also seen people like Prince Harry and Liz Hurley and Elton John suing the Daily Mail. Now, again, this is madness. Huge amounts of money go into it. People will win or lose huge sums and all the rest of it. Nobody ever asked me, because of course I'm now a vile pervert and therefore not worth paying any attention to. But of course I have spent 60 years in the media. I know the media very well. I know exactly what went on during the phone hacking or whatever scandal. I know exactly what stupid people at the News of the World did that finally got the News of the World closed down. And I know exactly what the more intelligent people did on the Daily Mail, which so far has avoided any sanctions. And I know exactly all the details, the names, the places and everything else. I'm not saying anything, and I wouldn't say anything even if asked, because my basic attitude is, look, you become a public figure, the first thing you realise is you're in great danger if you do anything dodgy of being found out and being exposed. So don't do it. Or if you must do it, don't let anybody know what you're doing exactly. And I think that's what anyone who becomes a celebrity ought to know and feel and do. I also think the media is quite entitled to do everything they possibly can to find out those bits and pieces, because they make great stories. And never forget, the only thing that matters in society today is it a great story, basically, for the media. But then we come into the real problem when the media exaggerating great stories actually become part of society and life and the law. So people can then get investigated, prosecuted and convicted for crimes that never took place. That's what happened to me. See you next time for A Victim Bites Back.